Well, good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. You find me in a different location today in Edinburgh at the Scottish Motorcycle Show. So we'll just spin round and we'll have a wee look around and see what exciting bikes there are. The doors have just opened, so it's really quiet, so I thought this was a great time to come in and do some videoing before it gets really busy later in the morning and this afternoon. But you can't get anywhere near the bikes, especially the popular ones. The Harley Davidson stand, some absolute beauties in here. It's quite a fantastic range of bikes now from Harley Davidson. There's some absolute beauties here on the show. We're now on to the CCM stand. These bikes are beautiful. It would be so nice to have one in the garage, if only to just look at. The quality and the engineering is just fabulous. Superb engineering. We're here on the Yamaha stand now, the whole Yamaha range of bikes on show. And certainly a lot of interest in this stand, a lot of people in having a good look around. The beautiful R1, browse coming round to the R7. Stunning. Two stunning bikes. We're here now up on the Morini stand. There's some really nice bikes coming out from them. Way back in the early 1970s, I used to lust after a little Morini 3.5, a little 350 V-twin, which was an absolutely beautiful bike, but it was just out with my price range at that time. But a lovely machine. These Morini X-Capes, they look nice too. A nice little adventure bike. A wee bit different from the normal adventure bikes you see out on the road. So if you want to buy wee slightly different, this could be for you. Down to this lovely little red X-Cape. It's beautiful with the red colour scheme and the gold wheels. It's quite a stunning little bike. And now we come to the Triumph stand. And the wonderful Triumph Rocket. Yeah, what a superb machine. I rode the very first Rocket. I took that in a test drive many years ago when it first came out. What a monster it was. And torque and the power was unbelievable. And the newer version is even better, lighter, more powerful. So what have we got here? The Triumph. Sassenach Scrambler. I'm not too sure how well that will go down in Scotland. But it's an interesting bike, custom. It's quite a stunning bike. There's some interesting details on it. As if for a custom bike. It's just the name. The bike itself looks fantastic, but Sassenach? Not so sure that's a good idea. Sassenach Scotch whisky to go with the bike. A nice touch. We've now got the new 650 Super Meteor, which is proving really popular at the show. There's lots of people showing a lot of interest in this bike. Some really nice detailing on it. It's such a step forward from Royal Enfield. They don't seem to be able to do anything wrong at the moment. The bikes they're churning out are just improving all the time, getting better and better with each generation. You can move from the Super Meteor to the little classic 350. Fabulous little bike. Absolutely fabulous. It's just like the one I've got at home, which I've loved. I've done 3,000 miles on mine so far, and it's been totally trouble-free. And every time I go out in it, it's just a wee smile on my face. And again, his brother, the little Meteor 350 as well. That 350 engine is superb. It's a great engine. And then we move around to the new, the Himalayan as well, which is a really popular bike. If you're looking for an adventure bike and you haven't got a lot of money, it's a very capable machine. It can go anywhere. This one is really nice. A little scrambler, custom version of the 650 Interceptor range, which has been quite heavily customized and modified. The Highland Scramble. This is quite a stunning machine. I love the gold forks and the blue colour scheme. The painting on the tank, etc., is really good. S&S pipes, upside down forks as well. That's actually a very nice machine. The blue handguards all match in. This looks fantastic. Quite a trick little instrumentation on it. Yeah, one lovely custom job, even down to the back end, which is real neat. And another little beauty, the new Hunter, which is absolutely beautiful. The detailing in it, the quality of the build. I had a seat on it yesterday and it's really comfortable. It's a beautiful seating position. The tail end is really tidy, the way they've fitted all the lights and indicators and things in, the way it tucks in. The seat area, the instrumentation up in the dash. It's one superb machine. The little stubby exhaust on it, and the foot peg set slightly further back definitely from the Meteor and the classic 350. It gives it a really nice riding position, and they've shed some weight from the other 350s as well. It's a much lighter machine, and with the 17-inch wheels, it's really a nice bike to ride. And then we come to the Scram. That's another variation from the Himalayan, with just basically the same bike but some different body parts and more road focused as well, with smaller wheels. Again, beautiful bike. I love the nacelle round about the top of the front end as well. That is really high quality. And the latest model we come to is the latest colour scheme for the Continental GT, where they've changed away from the wire wheels. They've got alloy wheels in it now with tubeless tyres, blacked out engine, blacked out exhausts. A really nice machine. They've changed a lot of the switch gear as well, with span adjustable levers with clutch and gear lever. New switch gear on the controls, which is very similar to the ones on the classic 350 and the Meteors. Yeah, they've made some nice upgrades. They've made this one look really much nicer. Yeah, so that's the Royal Enfield stand. A really great selection of bikes. This is another stand that's proving very popular. So lots of people at it. Onto the KTM stand. Yeah, the 380 is a really popular bike, a nice wee middleweight machine. And see even a wee cute little RC125, that's really nice. Up to some of the Dukes and the bigger KTMs. And over this side we're onto the Indian stand, the Indian Scouts. I must admit, I quite like Indians. I think I love the engines in them. They look so really good. The big Indians there as well. A big monster touring machine. I always thought that engine was incredibly beautiful. I love the cylinder heads on it. It's absolutely stunning. And looking at the instrumentation on board. Looks like a big television in the middle. watch a film as you're cruising along the highway. Quite a nice one, a Crazy Horse Indian. It looks really quite trick. A nice little bobber, quite minimalist. How about a blacked out engine, as in this model? This is really nice as well. Another big super tourer. This is another bike I've been looking forward to actually seeing in real life, is the new BSA Gold Star. This is the top of the range model, the chrome tank and more chromed out engine cases, etc. Rather, yeah, it looks great when you see it in the flesh, and it's proving popular. There's a lot of people have been showing a lot of interest in this bike on the stand. Yeah, and when you hear, there's lots more trading stand as well, lots of helmets, lots of gloves, lots of clothing. Yeah, there's lots more to see. There's some absolutely beautiful bikes on display here. There'll be some quite highly modified, but all looking stunning. Yeah, great selection of bikes to view. We've now come through into another hall, which is mainly all the classic area, which is more up my street. There's some absolutely hundreds of beautiful, beautiful bikes in here. I certainly won't be able to capture them all, but I'll do my best. This is the concourse section in the middle of the showground. We're going to start with this really old Douglas, which is, oh, I mean, that must be better than brand new. Absolutely stunning, stunning bike. Accompanied by this old flat tanker Victoria as well, from 1914. Absolutely beautiful bike. Alongside a Norton 350 from 1937. Again, another absolutely stunning, stunning machine. Triumphs. You can never go wrong with a nice Triumph. With this Trophy 650 from 1965. Stunning, stunning bike. Followed by some BSA Rocket 3 from 1969. And the Triumph T160 from 1975. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful bikes. And a nice cafe racer style Norton Dominator 88 from 1953, followed by an all-time favourite of mine, the 1969 XR75 Triumph, or Hurricane, although this is badged as a BSA, X75. But a stunning, stunning bike. That tank and seat cowl area was all designed by Craig Vetter, and it's an absolute classic. They didn't make a huge number of these, they were mainly for export to the USA, but I still remember this bike coming out in the 70s and used to think it was one of the most beautiful bikes I'd ever seen. And I still think that. I still think it's absolutely stunning. Everyone knows the Honda's Goldwing as well, but this one goes back to one of the first ones from 1977, the GL 1000 Goldwing, when it was still only a 4-cylinder flat engine. The tank was a dummy tank. They used to all fold open, and there was lots of electronics and control gear inside the tank. These two Kawasaki's took my eye. The little K250 and the 500s. Yeah, they were great bikes in the 70s. The 750 especially was called the Widowmaker because it was such a lethal machine. It was more likely to throw you off and kill you. But these two are absolutely stunning, stunning bikes. But some of the bikes are not all nice and shiny and polished. This Indian, which I've seen out on the road quite a few times, it's a well-travelled machine, it's well used, which is absolutely beautiful. Again, with a nice Bonneville there, which has got a patina of being loved when well used as well. This is how camping was and biking was way back in the day, back in the 70s when I was a kid. A wee tent, heading off, no decent camping gear. Sometimes you couldn't quite make it back to the tent because of the consumption of a few tins and etc. Yeah, happy memories, that's for sure. This is the Vintage Japanese Motorcycle Club stand. They've got some absolutely stunning, stunning bikes here. That's beautiful, beautiful Kawasaki. Fabulous little Honda. Oh, wow, beautiful. Another small little Honda there as well. Another little Honda here. But you know, to me, one of the stars of this whole show is this little Yamaha. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's so minimalist, from the handlebars, all the plastic bodywork, so everything's been taken away. The front wheels and the forks, it's just beautiful. The engine and detailing, the exhaust, the shape of that seat and the way they've modified the back end of it and the wheels. It's absolutely a stunning, stunning little bike. It truly is, and absolutely beautiful. Some really nice engineering in there putting this together. And even the shaft drive as well, and that back suspension, the back shock absorber. The quality of what went into this is superb. It's to me, one of the stars of this whole show. That's a bike that I've never ever seen before, a little Laverda, which is, I'm not sure what cc that will be, maybe 50 cc, and certainly, presumably, yeah, it doesn't exhibit me any more than that. A stunning, stunning little bike. But behind it is this little Moto Guzzi as well. Oh. It's a Moto Guzzi Aeron. I'm sure they're a 250cc engine. That is a stunning, stunning little bike. Absolutely beautiful. There's some really interesting little bikes in this section here. Benellis, MZs. Yeah. This is part of the Vintage Motorcycle Club's collection. The line goes on and on and on. Some beautiful classic bikes in the concourse section. This little 1960 Ducati Elite 200. What an absolutely stunning, stunning bike. Really, really, really beautiful. That was one of the show winners. And bikes from kind of my era when I was kind of younger, the little 250s. 250 Yamaha RD, well, it's an RD3. It says it's an RD350, but on the side it says an RD250. I liked the earlier ones, the YDS7, I thought, with the gold YDS7s, they were beautiful. And the earlier Suzukis as well, they were great, great bikes. The old Suzuki Hustler and things, they were fantastic. It would take on any 650 in its day. And this, a wee BSA 650, 840. It's got a big bore kit on it, 840 Lightning. Absolutely stunning. What a beautiful, beautiful bike. But it's not all big, powerful super bikes at the show. Here's back to the wee bikes that people would use every day, from Bantams to little Honda step-throughs, MZs, all sorts of everyday bikes from the 60s, 70s era. It's lovely to see them all still being loved and cared for and cherished. Going down to the Moto Guzzi stand from the little V35. I had quite a similar bike to that back in the 80s. It was a V50, the 500, which I completely rebuilt from every single nut and bolt. Yeah. I have a soft spot for Moto Guzzis. I think they're actually really, really nice bikes. The Le Mans was a classic in its day, and it's still a beautiful bike. It's a beautiful style. This one's another little Aeron. It's a 250 Sport Aeron, which is, again, another stunning, stunning bike. This one is in absolutely beautiful. Great condition. The Norton Owners Club stand. Some beauties in here. This is one of the old rotary engined Norton Commanders. It's actually owned by a friend of mine who I've known for over 50 years. He's hoping to get this bike finished this year and on the road, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that one up and running. There's some fine bikes in here, Commandos and all sorts of Nortons. Brilliant, brilliant to see. It wouldn't be a show without the Harley Davidson. They always turn out well. They always have lots of bikes that they bring to shows. The Dunedin chapter from Edinburgh, they who organise Thunder in the Glen as well. It's a thriving club. A lot of enthusiastic members in it, with some wonderful examples of Harley Davidson on show here today. This is another good stand from the Scott Owners Club. It's quite surprising how this model here in 1921, the standard two-speeder Scott, and looking at the engine, how well it's lasted over the years, to ones going up to the likes of the 1975 with the Silk Scott, where the engine is developed obviously, but you can still see trace its lineage right back. Basically it was a water-cooled 500cc twin-cylinder bike, two-stroke, which was, in its day, I remember a friend of mine had one of these brand new, and it was an absolute, just like that, same colour scheme as well. A beautiful, beautiful bike. Yeah, there's a big turnout. It's obviously a popular club because there's quite a lot of Scots here today. And this one's a prize winner. It's in absolutely beautiful, beautiful condition. And if you move around to one over here, which is equally beautiful in my eyes, which has never been totally unrestored model, absolutely. Actually, just keep it that way. I wouldn't restore that. As long as you can maintain it and keep it running, that would do me. And here we come to one of the best stands in the whole show. The stand by the Scottish Motorcycle Club. I have to say I'm maybe rather biased because I'm actually a member of this club. It's good bunch of guys, great runs we put on every year, and the fabulous stand that was built by Mark, one of our club members. He did a fantastic job with this. It looks absolutely brilliant. Well, that's the end of the show for another year. It's amazing how quickly this large hall empties and all the bikes are wheeled out from their respective stands and taken to their home. I've thoroughly enjoyed the 2 days I've had at the show. It's been fabulous meeting up with some old biking friends I've known for over 50 years, and humbling to meet quite a few people who follow the channel and came up to say hello. I really appreciated that. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Bye for now.